Scorpio, listen closely. On September 12th, 2025, a blood moon rises, casting its crimson glow across the sky. But for you, this isn't just another lunar event. This is a cosmic turning point. For centuries, humanity has feared and revered the blood moon. Ancient cultures believed it marked the fall of kings, the rise of warriors, the collapse of old empires, and the birth of new eras. And now, this September, the spotlight turns to you, Scorpio, because under this rare and powerful moon, 3 shocking truths are waiting to be revealed. Truths that won't just rattle your emotions for a night or two. No, these are truths that could reshape your destiny forever. Imagine standing at a crossroads with 2 paths in front of you. One path feels safe, comfortable, familiar, but deep down, you know it's been keeping you small. The other path feels terrifying, unpredictable, risky, but it leads you to the life you've secretly been craving. This blood moon is the universe's way of forcing you to choose. It's not here to punish you. It's not here to destroy you. It's here to wake you up, to rip away illusions, to tear down walls you've outgrown, and to shine a spotlight on the truth you've been avoiding. And here's what makes this moment so powerful. Scorpio, your ruling planet is Pluto, the master of death, rebirth, and transformation. When Pluto's energy collides with the blood moon, the message is undeniable. Something in your life must end so something greater can begin. Now, I know you feel it already. That tension, that whisper in your gut, that quiet knowing that something big is coming. You've been sensing change in the air. This moon is simply the confirmation. But here's the catch. These 3 shocking truths won't reveal themselves gently. They won't arrive with comfort or ease. They'll arrive like lightning, sudden, blinding, and impossible to ignore. And yet, they're exactly what you've been waiting for, because hidden inside each truth is a key to unlock the power, freedom, and destiny that has always been yours, but has been buried beneath fear, doubt, or the weight of your past. So Scorpio, I need you to do one thing. Stay with me until the very end of this message. Because if you turn away halfway, if you ignore what's being shown to you, you could miss the exact truth that changes everything. I promise you this. When you hear these 3 truths, you will never look at your life the same way again. This is not coincidence. This is not chance. This is your moment. The blood moon is calling your name, and it's time to answer. Now let's set the scene, Scorpio. On September 12th, 2025, the blood moon rises in Pisces, your sister water sign. And whenever Pisces energy floods the sky, it pulls everything hidden beneath the surface up into the light. Pisces is the sign of dreams, illusions, spiritual truths, and karmic revelations. It governs the unseen, the whispers, the secrets, the energies that can't be explained but can be felt deep in the bones. When Pisces rises, you don't just feel emotions, you feel the collective heartbeat of the universe. And here's where it gets powerful. This isn't just any Pisces moon, it's a blood moon, charged with intensity, painted in crimson like a cosmic warning flare. And for you, Scorpio, it directly squares your ruling planet, Pluto, the planet of transformation, destruction, and rebirth. Think about that for a moment. Pluto doesn't deal in surface changes. It doesn't play small. Pluto is the force that takes everything apart, so it can be rebuilt stronger, purer, more authentic. When Pluto collides with the blood moon, the message is clear. This is not about minor adjustments. This is not about cleaning up the edges of your life. This is about life-altering change. The energy of this cosmic alignment is like standing at the edge of the ocean during a rising tide. You can try to resist it, digging your heels into the sand, but the waves will pull you under anyway. the smarter choice? Let the tide carry you where you were always meant to go. And here's the thing, Scorpio. Pisces energy softens your armor. You, of all signs, are a warrior of depth. You hold secrets, protect your heart, and fight battles in silence. But Pisces strips away those walls and asks, where are you still lying to yourself? What truth have you been running from? What illusion are you clinging to because you're afraid of what happens if you let go? The blood moon square to Pluto makes those illusions impossible to sustain. Lies fall apart, secrets come out, false power structures collapse. And while that might feel terrifying in the moment, it is actually liberation. This is a moon that whispers, stop pretending, stop hiding, stop living halfway. It's time to face the raw, undeniable truth of who you are and what you're here to do. And yes, Scorpio, it will be uncomfortable. Transformation always is. But discomfort is not destruction, it's initiation. This blood moon is like a mirror held up to your soul, reflecting back the parts of you that are unbreakable, unstoppable, eternal. So let me ask you, Scorpio, are you ready? Are you willing to finally let go of the illusions that have been keeping you small and step boldly into the truth that has been waiting for you all along? Scorpio, let's talk about the first shocking truth. On this blood moon, something you've tried to bury will no longer stay hidden. The moonlight cuts through illusions, and with Pluto, your ruler, squaring this event, every hidden layer is pulled to the surface whether you're ready or not. This truth, it's your shadow. Now, your shadow isn't evil. It isn't something to fear. It's simply the part of you that you've kept in the dark, the part you've ignored, denied or suppressed because it was too painful, too heavy or too messy to face. But here's the thing, Scorpio, your soul contract demands honesty. And under this blood moon, honesty becomes non-negotiable. Your shadow might take many forms. It could be a toxic relationship that drains you, one that you keep convincing yourself will get better, but never does. It could be a secret you've been keeping, even from yourself, something you've refused to admit because the truth feels like it would break you. Or it could be a cycle of control, fear, or obsession, a loop you keep replaying in your life because you're scared of what happens if you stop. You may think you've hidden it well, Scorpio, but under this blood moon, nothing stays hidden. What you've pushed away comes roaring back. What you've denied demands to be acknowledged. Here's the warning. If you refuse to face this shadow now, the next 6 months won't just feel heavy, they'll feel suffocating, like walking with chains wrapped around your heart. Every step harder, every breath tighter, the universe will keep pressing until you surrender. But here's the gift, and it's a big one. If you confront this shadow, if you stop running and turn to face it with open eyes, everything shifts. That fear you've been carrying, it loses its grip. That pain you thought would drown you, it begins to heal. That cycle you thought you could never escape, it finally breaks. Scorpio, this isn't just about this lifetime. You've carried this karmic pattern for lifetimes, and this blood moon is the cosmic permission slip you've been waiting for. A chance to cut the cord, to finally put it down, to free yourself. Pause, slow, emotional. And here's the truth. You already know what it is. You've felt it in your gut. You've seen the signs. You've heard the whispers in your own mind. You know exactly which shadow is rising to be faced. So let me ask you directly, Scorpio, what is it that you've been avoiding? What truth keeps knocking on your soul, asking to be acknowledged? Because under this blood moon, you no longer have the option to look away. The universe has brought you here for a reason. It's not here to hurt you, it's here to free you. But freedom only comes when you stop hiding and finally face the shadow. Scorpio, the second shocking truth of this blood moon is about power. The moon isn't just shining light on your shadow. It's putting your entire relationship with power under the microscope. For too long, you've lived at one extreme or the other. Either you've handed your power away to others, allowing someone else to dictate how you feel, what you do, or even who you are. Or you've clung so tightly to control that you've ended up trapped by your own grip, exhausting yourself trying to hold everything together. This September 12th, that ends. The blood moon strips away every mask of false power. It reveals where you've been manipulated, and yes, where you've been manipulating. It shows you where power has been used, not as liberation, but as a weapon. And here's the revelation. True power isn't about control at all. True power is trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in the universe. Trust in timing, even when timing doesn't make sense. The blood moon will bring a test, and it won't be subtle. Someone or something may challenge you directly. It could be a betrayal that rattles you. It could be a sudden collapse of something you thought was unshakable. It might feel unfair, harsh, even cruel. But listen carefully. It's not punishment. It's the final exam. It's the universe asking, are you ready to step into your real strength? Or are you still clinging to false power? Because Scorpio, here's the truth you need to hear. When your sense of power depends on controlling others, you're never safe. When your sense of power depends on outcomes you can't guarantee, you're always afraid. But when your power comes from within, when it comes from surrender, you become unshakable. Pause, slower, direct. Think about it. The one who controls nothing controls everything. Why? Because you can't be manipulated when you no longer cling. You can't be broken when you've already surrendered what isn't meant to stay. You can't be shaken when you stand in trust rather than fear. This blood moon will push you into that truth. It may strip something away, but what it's really doing is stripping you back to your essence. It's showing you what real strength looks like, not dominance, not control, but unshakable inner power. Scorpio, your soul has always carried a warrior's spirit, but this time the battle isn't against others, it's against your own need to control. This is the test. This is the moment. So let me ask you, when the challenge comes, will you fight to hold on tighter, or will you release your grip and finally step into the kind of power that nothing and no one can ever take away? And now, Scorpio, we arrive at the third shocking truth. This blood moon doesn't just reveal shadows. It doesn't just test your power. It opens something far greater, a destiny doorway. This is the moment when the universe steps in and says, enough waiting, enough circling, it's time to move forward. During this cycle, something or someone will appear in your path that shifts your trajectory forever. For some of you, it will be a career opportunity, not just another job, but the doorway to your true calling, the work you were born to do. For others, it could be a soulmate connection, someone who enters your life and feels like they've been written into your destiny since the beginning of time. And for others still, it will be a radical shift, a collapse of the old that makes space for breathtaking new beginnings you never thought possible. But here's the warning, Scorpio. This doorway isn't automatic. It doesn't swing open for everyone. It only opens if you face the first two truths, because you cannot step into your destiny while carrying your shadow like baggage. You cannot walk through this gateway while clinging to false power and illusions of control. The doorway recognizes only authenticity, only courage, only surrender. If you resist, if you keep holding on to the very things the universe is asking you to release, then the doorway stays closed. The opportunity passes. The connection never lands. The path remains hidden. But if you surrender, if you allow yourself to be stripped down to your essence and walk forward with courage? Then, Scorpio, your life will change in ways you cannot even imagine today. This is not just a new chapter, it's an entirely new book, a rebirth, a rewriting of the story you thought you were living. And here's what makes this truth so electrifying. You already feel it. In the pit of your stomach, in the whispers of your intuition, in the synchronicities that have been following you for weeks. That strange sense that something is about to happen, something big, something life-altering. That feeling isn't your imagination, it's the universe preparing you for the doorway. Pause, cinematic rise, voice softer, then stronger. Scorpio! Destiny doesn't wait forever. The universe is offering you the keys, but you must choose to step through. No one can walk through this doorway for you. This is your chance, your invitation, your rebirth. So I'll ask you, when the destiny doorway opens under the September 12th blood moon, will you hesitate at the threshold, or will you step forward with courage, leaving behind everything that no longer serves you, and claim the life that has always been waiting for you? So Scorpio, by now you know, this blood moon is not casual energy. It's not just about watching the sky turn red. It's about preparing your soul for transformation. Because when the universe sends a wave this strong, you don't stand still. You align with it. You ride it. You claim it. So how do you prepare for September 12th? I'll give you 3 powerful steps, simple but sacred. And if you follow them, you'll meet the blood moon's energy not as a victim of change, but as a master of transformation. 1. The ritual of release. The first step is letting go. On the night of the blood moon, take a piece of paper and write down everything you know is holding you back. Be brutally honest. Write the names, the habits, the fears, the doubts, the illusions. Don't censor yourself. This is your soul speaking. Then, under the moon's crimson glow, burn the paper. Watch the smoke rise and imagine those chains breaking. Feel the weight leaving your body. Scorpio, you are a master of transformation. But transformation always begins with release. 2. The shadow meditation. The second step is facing your truth. Sit in silence, close your eyes and ask yourself one question. Where am I holding fear instead of faith? Don't rush the answer. Let it come in images, memories, or even a physical feeling. Your body knows. Your spirit knows. This is where the real work happens, because the blood moon isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about courageously shining light on the places where you've been hiding. And once you see it, you no longer have to carry it. Reset the intention. The third step is claiming your destiny. After the release and the meditation, visualize yourself stepping through that cosmic doorway we talked about. See yourself walking forward with nothing holding you back. Feel the freedom, the strength, the clarity, and then speak it out loud. Don't just think it, declare it. I claim my destiny. I trust my path. I rise under this moon. These words are not just affirmations, they're contracts with the universe. And under the blood moon, your voice carries power. Scorpio, when you do these 3 steps, you are aligning with the blood moon instead of resisting it. You are telling the universe, I am ready. I am not afraid. I choose transformation. Remember this, preparation is not about control, it's about trust. And when you show up with clarity and intention, the blood moon will meet you halfway, opening doors you couldn't even see before. So Scorpio, now I have to ask you, when the blood moon rises on September 12th, 2025, will you face the shadow you've been avoiding? Or will you let it consume you? Will you finally surrender false power? Or will you keep clinging to control that was never really yours? Will you step boldly through the destiny doorway? Or will you stand frozen, watching it close forever? This isn't a casual moment. This isn't a test you can take later. The blood moon won't wait for your permission. It brings truth whether you're ready or not. And Scorpio, you know deep down, you were born for this. You are the phoenix of the zodiac, the one who dies and rises again stronger, sharper, unstoppable. But even a phoenix has to choose to step into the fire. Right now, you're being called to that fire, not to be destroyed, but to be reborn, not to lose yourself, but to finally claim yourself. The universe is watching, the doorway is opening, and the only thing left to decide is whether you'll walk through it. So I'll ask you again, Scorpio. When the September 12th blood moon paints the sky in red, what will you do? Will you stay bound by shadows and fear? Or will you rise into the destiny that has always been waiting for you? Pause, softer, emotional close. The choice is yours, Scorpio. But remember this, destiny does not wait forever, and this blood moon will not rise again. If this message spoke to your soul tonight, Scorpio, don't ignore it. This was not an accident. You didn't stumble on this video by chance. The blood moon itself guided you here. So right now, before you scroll, before you move on, drop a Scorpio in the comments below to claim this energy. That tiny symbol is your declaration to the universe that you are ready for transformation, that you are not running from the truth anymore. And tell me this, because I want to hear from you. Which of the 3 shocking truths hit you the hardest? Was it the shadow revealed, the one you can't bury anymore? Was it the test of power, the lesson in surrender and trust? Or was it the destiny doorway, the chance to walk into a future you've secretly been dreaming about? Your words matter, Scorpio. When you share your story, when you type it out, you anchor it into reality. You claim it. You say to the universe, I am awake, I am ready, I am stepping into my destiny. And if you're feeling the energy of this blood moon, if you know deep down that these truths are speaking directly to you, then hit that like button right now. Not for me, but for you. Because every like is your way of saying, yes, I align. Yes, I rise. Yes, I choose my path. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because Scorpio, this is just the beginning. The stars have so much more to reveal, and every message that comes through could be the one that changes everything for you. Share this video with another Scorpio, another soul who needs to hear this before September 12th. Maybe it's your friend, your sibling, your partner, someone who's been feeling the weight, the struggle, the silence of their own shadows. You never know. This could be the message that helps them finally break free. Because remember, this blood moon on September 12th, 2025, isn't just passing by. It isn't just a pretty sky to look at. It is a cosmic turning point. It is the night where illusions fall, shadows rise, power shifts, and the doorway to destiny opens. So Scorpio, I'll leave you with this final question. Are you ready to stop running from your truth and start living it? Are you ready to step through the fire, rise from the ashes, and claim the life that's been waiting for you all along? The choice is in your hands. The universe is watching, and the story of your rebirth begins now.